Continues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They start the drive with Cook. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
On second down, it's Cook again. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. This defense for the Packers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On third down, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their own 24. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for this sweep back here at home. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Over here.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, Cousins. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Dean Lowry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. On the Jets sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one lines up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Working with a 2nd and 3. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose the touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Joseph's got it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Throwing on second down. Cousins toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Cousins to throw it. That is caught by Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here,
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll run wide side with Jones. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it's 21-10. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
From the red zone now, Cousins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook,
an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Here's a give to Jones running left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try the right side with Jones.
And he's got it to about the 40.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
From the 40 now on second down. Rodgers will drop this underneath for Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 20-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Tackle there by Lewis Seen.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right.
Here finds his receiver, Watson. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Over here.
Now Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle them inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
To throw again on second down, Cousins. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Cousins to throw.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break charge. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put